Hi, welcome to Bushido Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Angel Gonzalez. And today's topic is Bodhidharma. The story about Bodhidharma. Bodhidharma was one of the greatest sages that ever came to this world. He was responsible for spreading Buddhism throughout Asia and throughout the world. He was the son of this king, and he was born in India. And he had great gifts when he was born. He had, at an early age, was very wise and very intelligent. The legend says that he was enlightened by age 22 years old. He was already enlightened. Now, mind you, Buddha became enlightened when he was 33. So Bodhidharma, he got before, much younger. His guru was Pranaptara. Sorry about the pronunciation. Was a great teacher. And before he died, he told Bodhidharma, go to China and spread Buddhism. So, by the time Bodhidharma reached China, he took him 3 years. He went through the mountains walking. Then he got to the sea and took a ferry and they got to South China. By the time he got to China, he was already known for his great wisdom. He was already famous as a great teacher. So when the Emperor Wu, which was a fanatic, he loved Buddhism, find out that this great sage has come to his country, right away he summoned him. He wanted to talk to him. He wanted to ask him questions. Now, mind you, Emperor Wu did a lot to promote Buddhism. He turned China into a Buddhist country. He built thousands of temples. He built many schools. He had millions of monks that he supported. So he was a great proponent of Buddhism in China. So he wanted to meet Bodhidharma and ask him some questions. So he summons him, he picks him up at the port and brings him to the palace. The first thing he noticed about Bodhidharma, it was how unkempt he was. His hair was wild, he had a long beard, his robes were all like old and raggedy. His shoes were all broken up. So he sits down with the great sage and he says to him, Dear Lord, I have done many great things for Buddhism. I have built many temples. I have supported many monks. I have done everything possible to spread the word. Do I go to heaven? Does that have merit? Am I going to have good karma because of this? What do you say about that? What's going to happen? I want your opinion. And Bodhidharma looks at him with this intense eyes, because he looked like a madman. He looks at him and goes, No, you have done nothing. You are a very stupid man. As a matter of fact, you're not going to go to heaven. You're going to go to hell. So when he told that to the king got so mad. He was really upset because this guy disrespected him. And mind you, the emperor of China had the power over life and death. He could do anything. He was the most powerful man in the world. So he goes, how dare you talk to me that way? Do you know who I am? How dare you? Who are you? Who are you? And he goes, I'm nobody. I am nobody. Now, all along, all the other priests and all the other Buddhist monks that went to his palace always praised him, told him how great he was and how wonderful he's done and what he's done. So they were all kissing up to him, except him. He told them the truth. He goes, I am nobody. And he tells the king, he says, everything you've done, everything you think you've done that's good, you only did it for your ego. Your ego is your problem. He stood up and walked away. And the emperor was perplexed. He was going, my God, this is this guy. So he started thinking, as Bodhidharma is walking away, he left the temple and he went to stay at the small temple outside of the palace. Meanwhile, he started thinking, then he came to the conclusion that Bodhidharma was the only one that told him the truth. He says, wait a minute, this guy must be saying something because everybody else praised me and he's the only one that put me down. Wait a minute, I got to find out about the ego. I got to find out what he's talking about. So he goes up to Bodhidharma and says, I got very angry with you, but I want to find out what is it that you said about the ego. What are you talking about? Please help me remove this ego that's causing me. That you told me that's no good. So he goes, okay, I will help you remove your ego. You come over at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll take care of the ego. So he left, and the king was going, wait a minute, 3 o'clock in the morning? That's not the right time to bring somebody, to talk to somebody. This guy must be mad. And the king conquered many lands. The king won many battles, but he was deadly afraid of Bodhidharma. He says, what is this mad guy going to do to me? He could kill me. He could murder me. I don't know. He's a crazy guy. He's a crazy monk. And he couldn't sleep all night thinking about it. He didn't want to go. He didn't want to go meet him. He was going, well, I don't know, man. I don't think I should go. Then finally, he said, okay, I'll go. So he shows up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and Bodhidharma was sitting there, meditating, opens his eyes and says, come over here. Okay, I'm gonna help you today. Today we're gonna solve the problem. I want you to sit down, close your eyes, and I want you to find the ego. When you find your ego, okay, I want you to tell me where it's at, where it is, okay? Now, I got my staff right here, and if you open your eyes, I'm going to hit you hard as I can over the head with my staff. So you better not open your eyes until you find the ego. Do you agree with me? He goes, okay, I'll do it. So the emperor sits down, closes the eyes, and starts meditating. And in meditation, after 48 minutes, not 49, not 39, not 50, not 1 hour, after 48 minutes, okay, it's a moment when you enter clarity, okay? All of a sudden, after 48 minutes, the king's faces did a complete turnaround. It lighted up. His demeanor completely changed. It was like a transformational just in his face. Bodhidharma says to him, okay, open your eyes. Open your eyes. Did you see did you find your ego? He goes, no, I found the light. I found the light. And that was it. See, because when you have darkness in your mind, you can't see things. Only to the light. Only when you see the light in things is when you improve yourself. Only when you see the light is when you make the right decision. Only when you see the light, okay, you stop your delusional mind. Your delusional mind. Most people, many people out there, they're delusional, especially nowadays, that everything's happening in our world. So you must have clarity. You must have light. And based on Bodhidharma, through meditation, is the way to see your true self. I hope you like this video. If you want to follow me, you know what to do. My name is Angel Gonzalez. Have a fantastic life.